Good morning, everybody. This is Trinity Davenport. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how adversity can push you into action, which can lead into an exciting adventure. Well, I'm going to tell you about my experience. I'm 52 years old as well, so it's important to know how old I am and how long I have been in this planet. And I feel that at 52, I have enough experience in life that I can impart on others. So maybe it might help other people, maybe not. It might even help even just one person. That's plenty. To inspire others to follow their dreams would be really great achievement. So when I'm gone from this earth, that could be my legacy. I know it might be a little bit corny, but I feel that we are put on this earth so we can contribute and do good things, and so we can evolve and help other people as well evolve. Yesterday was 46th anniversary of my father's death. My father died when I was 6 and I was in the Philippines. I have four brothers. My mother was 3 months pregnant with my youngest brother Rex, and I was one of the oldest. I have my eldest brother Roel Dodo, and then I had three little ones, younger than me. When my father died, it changed my life completely because living in the Philippines, there's no social support from the government, so we rely on other people to feed us, to keep us alive. And my mother was only 26 years old at the time, and she didn't have any skills. No, she didn't have education that would qualify her to do to do jobs that are high paying. So she struggled and we stumbled, and my relatives help us the best they can, and I'm very thankful for them for that, because without their help I probably wouldn't be alive now. So one thing that I learned a lot from adversity growing up in a difficult childhood, being deprived of basic needs, one thing I learned is that adversity can drive you to do your best. I remember when I was 6, I was 9. Mom was out looking for food, looking for working to support us. We were hungry, and we waited for her. She was going to come home evening time and bring us food, but we were hungry, so I took my brothers with me, my three brothers with me, to see my auntie who owned a little diner, a little restaurant in the Philippines, not far from where we live. So we went walking. We were dirty. We weren't, we weren't really looked after, because mom couldn't look after us and that well, and then find food for us. So we had no shoes and we were wearing dirty clothes. So I took my three brothers with me to see my auntie. Maybe she could feed us. But when we got there, to my horror, she shooed us away. She got really angry. She said, "What are you doing here? Get out of here. You're going to ruin my day. The customers will not come and eat in my little restaurant because you dirty kids. Go home, go home." And I was so angry. My 9 years old mind couldn't understand why a grown-up person would do that to us. We were kids. We were hungry. They have food, and he told us to go away, and we were a nuisance to her. So anyway, I didn't cry then. I was angry. I was fuming inside me. I said to my younger brothers, "Come on, kids, let's go. We're getting out of here. We'll go home and wait for Mom to get home." So on our way home, we found on the ground a half-eaten piece of cake. You know, someone's thrown away, or it fell probably for somebody. And my brothers, one of my brothers, my biggest little brother, Beebot, saw it, and immediately, before I could say anything, he picked it up. And I got angry, and I said, "Don't you pick it up, and don't you dare eat it. It's dirty. Don't you eat it." But because he was angry, and he was probably 7 or 6, 7, he divided it into 3 little pieces and gave it to my other 2 brothers, and so they ended up eating it, and I was furious. In my mind, I said, don't eat it. It's dirty. Someone's throwing it away. It was degrading and embarrassing. Why would you eat that? Didn't understand. They were hungry and they were children. Anyway, I said to my brothers, things are gonna change. It is never going to be like this all the time. One day, we will have plenty of food to eat. One day, I will show that auntie. I will show everybody. Things are going to change. I'm going to feed you. You're going to have plenty of food. You'll have clothes to wear. You're going to go to school. Things are going to change. And you know what? It did change. My life changed. When I was 18, I had the opportunity to come to Australia. I couldn't speak English, but I came anyway. I didn't know anybody here, but I came anyway. I've never been to a different place before, let alone Australia. I didn't even know where Australia was. I thought Australia was in America. But when I came in, I was really scared, very scared. My mother didn't want me to come. She said, "Don't you go, because, you could hurt yourself, and there's no one there. You have no friends there. You don't know anybody." I have an auntie who lived in Melbourne, but I was in South Australia, too far away, so she couldn't really. And back then there was no social media. There was no way of communicating really fast. But anyway, I came to Australia. I went through the difficulty of adjusting to another culture, speaking different language, and I was 18. Because I was 18, I quickly adjusted, and I started working. I got my driver's license. People were nice to me and generous, and I got married. That's why I came to Australia. I got married. So I work in the factory. I work as a cleaner. I work all these menial jobs. But I was restless. I wanted more. I didn't want to be in the factory. I didn't want to be doing menial jobs. I wanted more. I wanted to be a nurse. And people were laughing at me. Some of my friends were laughing and not supportive. And they said, "You can't be a nurse. It's difficult. How can you be a nurse? Your English isn't even that, it's not that good." But I didn't listen, peeps. I did not listen. This is what I have to tell you. Don't listen to other people's perception, other people's interpretation. Listen to you. Listen to yourself. What is it you want? I wanted to be a nurse more than anything. I was inspired by my auntie to be a nurse. So I educated myself. At 27, I went to TAFE because I wasn't qualified to go to uni. I went to TAFE for 2 years to qualify for uni. And I worked and cleaned at the same time. And then when I finished that, I qualified to go to university, and I studied nursing then. It took me 4 years to study my bachelor. It was incredibly difficult. Then when I finished my bachelor, I got a job. And while I was studying, I studied again to get my master in advanced mental health nursing. It took me 8 years to study to where I am now. 8 years. Lots of sacrifices. But I listened to me. I listened to myself. I knew I could do it. So this is why I'm telling you. If you have a dream, don't listen to other people if they tell you you can't do it. You go and do it. Do something every day that's going to lead you to where you want to be in the future. And don't take notice of your current situation. If you are in a bad situation right now, don't take notice of it, because things are going to improve. Things will get better. Your circumstances will change, but it's up to you to make it change. It's up to you to make it happen. Your adversity, your hardship, your difficulty in life, make it a driver to reach what it is you want to do, to reach what it is you want to achieve. So up close and personal. It is very personal for me what I'm sharing right now. So anyway, that's it, people. Keep dreaming. Be ambitious. Action. Do some action. Don't sit and wait for somebody to hand it to you in a platter. No one's gonna do that. You got to do it yourself. You gotta act. You gotta move. Don't sit still. Don't stay in the same spot. Move. Movement will take you to where you want to be. Use your adversity to propel you to achieve your dream. That's my 2 bobs worth for today. Thank you for listening. Namaste.